Hi, welcome back to the table. Today I wanted to show you this game, Stormweavers. I just received it, which I wasn't even expecting. I went to the post office and there it was, a package from Poland and by that person. And I was kind of surprised. And I do remember ordering it. I remember all the communications. And well, here it is. And it is a solo tabletop game. It is an adventure type game. And I don't like doing unboxings. I think they're dumb, but I'm gonna do one anyways. With that being said, just to show you the game real quick. I do hope this game makes it to retail here in the US. It looks pretty cool. It looks kind of inexpensive as far as mainly just a book. So I do hope it does make it here. Let's just go look real quick in the box. You get the book. It's a very hefty book. Look at that in a second. A player aid card, which shows you the tests, how you do testing, the combat phase, which is pretty simple. Results, it does got some modifiers, which is probably the hardest thing in this game. And it is dual-sided, the same thing on both sides, so it's not much here. Looking over the rules real briefly, I started reading them. This seems to be not necessary, but glad they throw it in there. Maybe it is. You also have a sheet here to draw a map. Basically, it's just a blank sheet of paper from what I've read in the rules, where you just kind of draw the area of the map because it is an adventure game. You will have where are the... Oops. And on the other side, I know I missed those. Character sheet. Go ahead, just make photocopies of these. It is your basic as kind of an RPG where you're gonna have stats, you're gonna be changing equipment, health, and so on. The game, this version that I got, I didn't want to spend too much because you'll see in a second. It comes to standees. There's not many of them. I believe they were basically saying just use your minis. Everybody, not everybody, but most of us has a ton of minis. I know I do from all kinds of games. And just substitute them. You don't need to buy the minis. I didn't want to spend money on more minis to paint. I just got the basic one. I believe this game also came with acrylic standees, or like acrylic screen printed, if I'm not mistaken. And those look pretty cool. I might be a way for these companies to start doing games and maybe save some money on the minis. But here it is, standees. Guess the standees basis. The game is, it looks like a adventure game where you're reading stories. You go real brief in the book in a second. And at some points you will be doing battles and you'll be using these maps. They're dual-sided. And there's plenty of them. So it looks like a skirmish tactical game. It's just kind of cool. In the flavor of, here's the back of one of these. Basically, it's just more blurb about the game. You're a fearless dwarven warrior. You journey across the snowy plains of the north. It always snows in the north, I guess. Now you're going to rescue a friend. You're going to go through an epic story. And you're going to make choices. And I could see how this game you can play multiple times. And you will use combat maps, which is these right there. And minis will allow you to fight. So it came with different ones. And I think if you look real closer in here, you can't quite see it. These are, I believe, those acrylic standees. But I might be wrong. So you get that. And we'll go to back of the box. And we'll go to the book. It is a pretty hefty book. I do like that they went hardback. I'm kind of glad they didn't go, well, I'm either way on the spiral bound where the maps are attached to it, like Gloomhaven. I don't mind that. This one went this route, which is, to me, it's the same. You will have the book, of course. I'm going to show you real quick. The rules are very simple. They're just 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it. Those are the rules of the game. And I think a little chunk of that is just examples, which are pretty simple. So you can get through the rules pretty quick, and then the story starts. You'll be doing quite a bit of reading here, and at some points you will be testing, rolling dice. From what I've seen so far, you're going to need 2d6s and a coin. Basically a 50-50 a coin, you know, heads or tails, and a d6 where you'll be doing a lot of tests. And you'll be testing against your attributes, usually. So again, if you do this and you fail or whatever, you go to that page. And then you have other options. There's many ways. Oh, you can see there's so many ways. Let me see. Here's an example. I'm gonna show you, I'm assuming, the map you're using, where the characters start, and so on. So it is an adventure-driven game, much like Dragonholt, the tactical game like Adventure Tactics that my daughter enjoyed, Dragonholt, which I enjoyed to some extent, and that new Robin Hood game, and I'm drawing a blank on the actual name, that I had so much hopes for. I picked it up. I'm not gonna lie, I returned it. I don't return many games, but I played it. It didn't do it for me, but it was an adventure type game, which was great for solo. So that's another, if you're looking for adventure solo games, check out the Robin Hood game. Even though I didn't like it, you might like it. Hopefully soon enough it'll be on sale, kind of like Dragonholt. You can pick it up pretty cheap in a lot of places, either now or in the past, which is basically like this. But this is another version, another story-driven game, great for solo gaming. Very small footprint. I could see you just use basically this space right here. Just sit down quietly, read, and go through it. And that's Stormweavers. Again, I wanted to show it off because I just got it. I don't think many people know about it. I don't know if you'll be able to get it. I hate to do this to you guys. But if it's out there and if you can still get it, or who knows if you can still find it, that's what it looks like basically. Again, an adventure book game. And I'm gonna like this. I'm already looking forward to it. So again, that was Stormweavers. Thanks for watching.